Good morning, friends. In the last lecture, we talked about this particular organomagnesium compound and its preparation. Today, we have to talk about the organolithium compound and its preparation. As I already said to you, any organometallic compound can be defined as the organic moiety is attached to organic compound is attached to the metal, forming the carbon metal bond with the carbon metal bond. Same way we have talked regarding the organomagnesium compound. Now we have to focus on the organolithium compound. Organolithium compound or say organometallic compound which contain the carbon and lithium bond are called as organolithium compound. It may be the aryl or alkyl lithium. Very simple it is. I said to you, there should be the carbon metal bond in the organometallics. And with the organometallics which consist of the carbon and lithium bond, they are called as the organolithium compound. If organomagnesium is there, there should be the bond between the carbon and the magnesium. If the organozinc is there, there should be the bond between the carbon and the zinc. That's all. Very much important this part. Examples are given: phenyl lithium and methyl lithium. You can take the n number of examples. In butyl lithium, you can take the methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl, pentyl likewise. Secondary, you can take also. Now, very much important is that as far as the organomagnesium compounds are important, same way the organolithium compounds are important. But we are more popularly using the organomagnesium compound. We are giving the least priority to this particular organolithium compound because organomagnesium compound has the huge applications. We will see the reactions of this particular organometallic compounds. Now, how we can prepare from the alkyl halide? It is very simple. CH3Br plus twice Ni in presence of the dry hexane. For the preparation of the organomagnesium compound, we have used for the simple alkyl magnesium halide, we have used the dry ether, and for aryl magnesium halide, we have used the THF, and different temperatures was there. Here is again that temperature is very much important. From alkyl halide, you can see here the CH3Br plus twice Li has been there in presence of the dry hexane. 10 degree centigrade temperature, the nitrogen atmosphere is there. It will produce the methyl lithium along with the LiBr. Got this point? It will give you the methyl lithium plus LiBr. Then another example is there. N-butyl chloride is there in presence plus twice Li. On the arrow there will be a dry hexane 10 degrees centigrade, and that particular nitrogen atmosphere will be there. You can see here N-butyl chloride in CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2Cl plus twice Li in presence of the dry hexane. You can note this particular temperature condition also, that is there the 10 degrees centigrade and nitrogen atmosphere. It will gives you the CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2 Li plus LiCl. In the from the aryl halide, it is again very simple. You are taking the phenyl chloride plus twice Li in the presence of the dry hexane 10 degrees centigrade and the nitrogen atmosphere. It will gives you the phenyl lithium. You got this point. Instead of this Cl, there will be the Li plus LiCl. You got this preparation of this particular organolithium compound. Very simple it is. I think so you got this particular thing. Now we have to see the reaction of the organometallic compounds. Here we have to talk about the reactions of the Grignard reagent with compound containing the acidic hydrogen. Compounds containing acidic hydrogen, there is a water, ammonia, alcohol, terminal alkyl, bonded compound, primary amines, they are there. With carbonyl group like acetalide ketones with carbon dioxide, with cyanide and with epoxide, that we have to talk. Epoxide is also called as oxygen, that we will see in the next topic. Now reaction of the Grignard reagent compounds with the containing acidic hydrogen. Reactions of the Grignard reagent with compounds containing reaction of the Grignard reagents with compound containing acidic hydrogen. Please correct this. With water, you can see what is there. Grignard reagent is any example you can take here. Here we have taken the phenyl magnesium bromide. You can take the methyl magnesium bromide. You can take the ethyl magnesium chloride likewise. When we take the water, what will happen? You know, water will split into the H plus and OH minus. What is the nucleophile over here and the electrophile over here? Carbon carries the delta negative charge, whereas magnesium carries the delta positive charge. Means OH group will migrate towards the magnesium. What will happen? This OH from this water will goes to the magnesium. It will give you the magnesium BrOH. Whereas hydrogen will goes to the this particular phenyl ring and it will form the benzene. Got this reaction? Having any doubt? Very simple it is. You can take the any example, C2H5 MgCl plus H2O. It will produce the C2H6. H will goes to this carbon and OH will goes to this magnesium. That's why it will produce C2H6, that is ethane, and MgClOH, that is the byproduct. Means in short, when what will we can call? When Grignard reagent reacts with the water, it will produce the alkanes. Got this point? Alkanes are say arenes. Got this point? Okay. Then with the amines we have to see, that is the ammonia. With the ammonia, not amines, ammonia, NH3. Again, I said NH3 will split up into the NH2 and H plus. H plus will goes to the carbon. Means here the cyclohexyl magnesium bromide has been taken. In the cyclohexyl magnesium bromide, what is there? You know, this is the carbon containing part. It carries the delta negative charge, whereas this magnesium carries the delta positive charge. H plus will attack on this ring and it will form the cyclohexane, whereas this NH2 will goes to the magnesium. It will give the MgBr NH2. Now with alcohol, ROH, when Grignard reagent reacts with the alcohol, it will give you the higher alkanes. Got this thing? It will give you the higher alkanes. Very much important it is. What will be there? RMgX plus R dash OH. They will give the RR dash plus that OH will goes to the MgXOH. You can take any example, n number of example you can talk over here, and you can consider the any example. You can take the methyl magnesium chloride, methyl magnesium iodide, ethyl magnesium bromide, ethyl magnesium chloride, iodide, like this. Here the methyl magnesium chloride has been taken, you can see here, plus Mg, that is a CH3OH is there. It will give you the this CH3 and this CH3 will form the bond and it will give you the ethane higher alkane it will give, and this OH will goes to the Mg because magnesium carries a positive charge, carbon carries the negative charge. That's why positive moiety will goes to the carbon and negative moiety will goes to the magnesium. Another example in ethyl magnesium bromide is there. You should know the basic reaction. Which basic reaction you should know? This one. That compound will vary. This alcohol may vary. Here you can see the C2H5 MgBr, right, plus C2H5OH. What will happen? This C2H5 and C2H5 will form the compound, that is a higher alkane. The name of this higher alkane, 4 carbons are there. That's why butane will be there along with the MgBrOH. Remember this? You can remember this easily. Very simple it is. With the alcohol, what will happen? Higher alkane you will get. How will you prepare the higher alkane from the Grignard reagent? Using which reagent? Water, ammonia, alcohol, or say you can say the amines. With terminal alkyl compound. Alcohol is one of the example. Amines, again there will be the amines that we have to see. Amines will not produce the higher alkane. Only the alcohol will produce the higher alkane. That you have to remember. You got this particular example. Terminal alkyl or say you can call it a acetylenic compound. Acetylenic compound is nothing but the triple bonded compound, HC triple bond CH. Such a compound will gives you the hydrogen. See here, any example you can take. Ethyl magnesium bromide, ethyl magnesium chloride, ethyl magnesium iodide, methyl magnesium bromide, methyl magnesium chloride, methyl magnesium iodide. Whatever you want, you can take the example and you can try in the home. What is there? See here the CH3 CH2 MgBr. This is the ethyl magnesium bromide is there. Plus this acetylenic compound is there, HC triple bond CH. This is the acidic hydrogen. One of the H goes to this carbon and it will gives you the ethane. Plus left part, this negative part will goes to the magnesium and it will give the MgBrC C triple bond CH. Mg C triple bond CH. Very simple reaction. Just the addition reactions are there and they are very simple. Now the primary amines. In the primary amines you can take which one primary amine you can take CH3NH2. Means one of the hydrogen of the ammonia will replace by the alkyl group, it will become the primary amines. Got this point? If two hydrogens are replaced by this alkyl group, then it is a secondary. If it is replaced by the 3, then the tertiary alkyl or tertiary amines. Now you can take the any example I am seeing again and again. You can try at your home. CH3 CH2 MgBr plus CH3 NH2. Then what will happen? One of the hydrogen from this NH2 will goes to the this carbon, because this is the acidic hydrogen. CH, the hydrogen from this particular thing means which one? This. It is not acidic. Acidic one is this hydrogen coming from the NH2. That's why CH3 CH2 plus one hydrogen, it will become the CH3 CH3 plus MgBr NHCH3. That byproduct will be there. This is a very simple reaction with the primary amine. Are you getting this point? Then with the carbonyl compounds, it will gives you the alcohols. When this Grignard reagent reacts with the carbonyl compound, it will produce the, especially the that your aldehyde, it will give you the alcohol. How they will produce the alcohol, that we have to see. See, RC double bond OH. What is there? RC double bond OH plus R dash MgX in the dry ether. When the Grignard reagent is there, all the reactions are occurred in presence of the dry ether. Then RC, what will be there? You know here, this particular moiety R is having the negative charge, magnesium is having positive charge, means this negative charge will goes to the carbon, means RCR dash OMgXH. After the hydrolysis, what will happen? This MgX will replaced by this MgX will replace by the H. Here OH will be there. RC OH H R dash here will be there, plus MgOH X. Getting that point? This R dash will be as it is, only this particular hydrolysis, and it will give you the formation of the alcohol. For primary alcohol you have to take the formaldehyde, secondary alcohol you have to take the acetaldehyde, and for the tertiary alcohol you have to take the ketone. Got this point? We will see the further application in the next lecture. I am again revising. We talk about this particular, how we can prepare the organolithium compound. What is the organolithium compound? How we can prepare that organolithium compound, that we have seen. Okay. Then we have come to know this particular reactions of this particular organomagnetic compounds, especially the reactions of the Grignard reagent with the compounds containing the acidic hydrogen. In that we have talked about the water, we have seen the reactions. Then we talk about the ammonia, then we talk about the alcohol, we talk about the terminal alkenyl or C triple bonded compounds. Then we have talked about the primary amines. Then we start just the carbonyl reactions of the Grignard reagent with the carbonyl compound, but we are only completing this part here. Please prepare this part well. If have any problem, any doubt, you can freely ask. Please write the different example, more example in your books. Okay, please try on your own. Then and only this part will be the very simple. Okay, today we will stop here. The further part we will see in the next lecture. Please, I am requesting all the students to go through this lecture series daily, because it gives you we are covering a short part in this particular lecture, and it is very easy to remember this part. Okay, when you are not going daily with this lecture series, then it is very difficult. You have to write these notes in your book. You have to practice for the number of example. It may come for the MCQ purpose of you also. How you will get the higher alkanes from the Grignard reagent by using the alcohol, that you should have to remember. When you will make the practice, then and then only it will be the very easy and very we can say useful to you during the examination. Please go through this part well. If you have any problem, any difficulty, any doubt, you can freely ask me. Okay, remaining part we will see in the next lecture. Today we are going to stop here. Please prepare it well. Please practice for that particular part daily. Write it in the books with the help of the pencil, rough it and write again. Then and then only reactions will be the very simple. Okay, remaining part we will see in next lecture. Thank you.